Welcome back again. Now we are moving on to our next fossil group, that is Bennettitales. So Bennettitales, or otherwise known as cycadoids, you have to check the spelling, cycadoids pronounced. So Bennettitales are a very important group of fossil gymnosperms because they show great affinity or they show phylogenetic relationship with our modern the advanced angiosperms. So these groups are very much significant in terms of phylogeny. So let us discuss about the characters and the type coming under Bennettitales. Okay. So history. While tracing back, you can see these groups, the members of these groups flourished well in the Jurassic periods, and they are flourished well together with the cycadales. So they are these Bennettitales and cycadales are the dominant part of vegetation in that time. So very difficult to distinguish cycas fossils, cycadales fossils and also Bennettitales fossils. So they show some similarities and they grow together in the same era. So it is greatly confused while tracing out the fossils. Then study by Thomas and Bancroft. So they revealed the difference between the cycads and Bennettitales that they in the case of stomata. Clear? And that we will discuss later. And the organization of reproductive character in both cases are also different. So that's why they are shifted to different groups. So cycadales together with the Bennettitales in the same period and also having some very much similarities. So it is very difficult for us to differentiate the fossils of Bennettitales and cycadales. Clear? And the era, Mesozoic era, is known as the age of cycads. Cycadoids or Bennettitales coexisted with the cycadales in this Mesozoic era. Clear? And so the period is known as age of cycads. Why it is known as age of cycads? Because these two groups flourished well in the same era. Okay. And usually these Bennettitales are existed as petrifactions and compressions of type of fossils. Okay. And this group also having the same similar vegetative features like fronds, that is compound leaves, and presence of thick and short stem, persistent leaf bases. So these characters, they resemble the cycads. So in the morphology, when you just look upon, you can see this share so many characters, so many similarities with that of cycads. Clear? But some differences. Due to that, scientists or paleobotanists shifted them into two separate groups. This belongs to Bennettitales, the other one is the cycads. Okay. So there are still confusions regarding the structure and organization of Bennettitales. So they flourished well together with the cycadales in the era of Mesozoic, that is in the Jurassic period. Clear? Okay. Now, the very important or peculiar characteristics that differentiate Bennettitales or from gymnosperms or not in any other, means exceptional case in gymnosperms. The characters that share Bennettitales are not found in any other group of gymnosperms. So we can discuss what are these characters. So they have bisporangiate strobile, very important point. And they have synangium being fused microsporophylls. We studied synangium in some other fossils, but here it is not like that. The structure is entirely different. And also occurrence of ovules, closed occurrence of ovules, and also interseminal scales. Means in between the megasporophyll or ovule, there are scales present. This can be compared with the perianth, interseminal scales, and stalked ovules. These are the typical features that you can observe only in this group. Okay. Now, the name of Bennettitales is given by J.J. Bennett, an English botanist. Okay. And fossilized trunk of genus Bucklandia was the first specimen coming under Bennettitales, collected in the Great Britain in 1825. Okay. Then a silicified trunk of Cycadoidea was discovered in 1867. These are the how they are distributed over what are the fossilized forms. Some examples. So first one is given by the name by J.J. Bennett and his observations Bucklandia. And in India, Williamson coined the term Williamsonia. Williamsonia jayjas is a common fossil in this group. Most of the reproductive parts are observed of Williamsonia jayjas. Williamsonia is the name given by Williamson in his remembrance, and that's a type genus you have to study, Williamsonia. Okay, and Birbal Sahni, Professor Birbal Sahni, father of paleobotany, discovered the Williamsonia sewarddiana from Gondwana land beds of India. Okay, Birbal Sahni in 1932, very recent it is. Then a rich fossil flora of Bennett tails observed in the Rajmahal hills of Bihar. I already told you, in India, most of the fossil forms are localized in these regions, Rajmahal hills, and also in Rajasthan, Maharashtra, UP, etc. So, Rajmahal hills of Bihar is famous for fossil forms. Okay. So, Williamsonia sewarddiana is observed from India. Clear? Okay. Now, affinities of Bennett tails. This is very, very important, phylogenetic relationship of Bennett tails. So, they resembles with the ferns. Already we discussed. There are some characters that they resembles with the ferns. They have the multicellular ramenta. Ramenta is the hair-like structure on their body, and leaf traces present in the ferns also, direct leaf traces, and scalariform tracheids and large pith. In these characters, they show resemblances with the ferns. And how they resemblance with the cycads, that is very important, that we already discussed. The frond, the leaf-like structure, compound leaves, and persistent leaf bases, stout thick trunk, that is barrel-shaped trunk, thick cortex, large pith in the stem, and monozylic wood, that we already discussed what is monozylic wood, and monocolpate. Pollen grains are of different types. You studied in palynology. Detailed you will study this year in palynology. So, monocolpate is a type of pollen grain, and orthotropous ovule and dicot embryo. These are the typical feature that Bennett tails share with the cycads. Study well. Okay. Now, resemblance with the neat tails. So, there are various, negligible resemblances, but according to Rodin and Kapil, two scientists, the highly specialized inflorescence, that is very important in Bennett tails, it resembles angiosperm flower. So, highly complexed inflorescence having some affinity with the neat tails. The interseminal scales and vegetative features that are entirely different from needham, but some part of the inflorescence share character with the neat tails. So, it resemblance is very few, very less, but showing somewhat advanced features. So, needham is an advanced member. Likewise, Bennett tails also show more advanced features. Clear? Okay. Now, pteridospermales, our primitive fossil forms. So, presence of ramenta, syndactylic stomata, and direct leaf traces, they are resembling. Then certain anatomical characters, leaf microsporophyll and presence of cupule in certain cases, it resembles with the pteridospermales. Most of the members we studied. So, these are the features by which it resembles with the pteridospermales. Clear? Now, this is very important. How these Bennett tails resemble with the angiosperms, because while discussing the origin of angiosperms, you have to quote the Bennett tails that we will study in the next year in the evolutionary aspects of angiosperms. So, that's a special theory, Bennett-Tailian theory, to explain the origin of angiosperms. So, there are so many characters by which Bennett tails resembles angiosperms. The occurrence of scalariform tracheids is very important point, and the flower-like appearance, the inflorescence or the flower-like appearance. So, this resembles a primitive flower. Primitive angiosperm is Magnoliaceae. Primitive angiosperm family is Magnoliaceae. So, this flower-like nature resembles that of Bennett tails, angiosperms. Okay, and that is occurrence of an axis with floral whorls arranged. This feature is observed in Magnoliaceae also. Clear? Very primitive angiosperm. So, you know what is primitive and what is advanced. Primitive is a basal lower, basal character. Some very primitive means very less basal characters, but advanced means it stood in the high position in the category. Angiosperms, Magnolia is the lowest position primitive character, sharing character of gymnosperms also. But you take an orchidaceae, that's an advanced one. So Magnoliaceae share some character with the Bennettitales. So it explains that the angiosperms originated from gymnosperms. Clear? But some differences are there. The frond-like nature, leaf-like nature, stamens, etc. you cannot compare with the Magnoliaceae. Only the organization of flower. Clear? And there is no point of comparison between carpel of Magnolia and ovule of Cycadodia. Cycadodia is a member coming under Bennettitales. Okay. So that character they are strictly gymnosperms. So some character only they share with the angiosperms. Clear? Okay. Now, I already told you these Cycadales and Bennettitales are living in the same era, having so many characters, but we can analyze how they are differ. See, Bennettitales stomata is syndactylic. Cycadales it is haplochelic. Clear? Bennettitale secondary wood is monocylic. See, monocylic, xylem group only one. But here it is polycylic. Different rings of xylem are present. Here it is leaf traces arise at a point, always singly at the point of origin. But here you can see independent units at the points of their origin. And fructification, the reproductive part is flower-like. But here it is strobilar in nature. And stalked ovule with the interseminal scale here, such arrangement not found. These are the fundamental differences. See, some of the characters very advanced here. That is ovule with interseminal scale and flower-like appearance. Here it is basic gymnosperm character, strobilar in our nature and no interseminal scales. So in some characters, they are 100% different. Clear? Okay. Now, Bennettitales include two families. The order Bennettitales include two families. What are they? Williamsoniaceae. Williamsoniaceae is with the flowers fully exposed and slender stem. And Cycadoideaceae with flowers with deeply sunk in the persistent leaf bases and short thick trunk. So short thick trunk here slender trunk, here flower like, here flowers are among the persistent leaf bases. So in your syllabus the type Williamsonia is given. Cycadodiaceae include Cycadodia. Williamsoniaceae, three members are there: Williamsonia, Williamsoniella and Vinlandiella. Williamsonia is the only one you have to just mention. Don't need to study detail. So I will go through the Williamsoniaceae and Williamsonia. So they occur, this is the occurrence, occur in the Triassic and Jurassic period. Large slender columnar stem and surface of the stem with the leaf bases. The same appearance in cycads. Okay. Reproductive structures are unicellular in Williamsonia. Male plant and a female, or male flower and a female flower. Okay. The complete plant with all fructification or reproductive part is known as Williamsonia. Its frond or leaf is known as Pterophyllum, and seed bearing portion is Bennettcarpus and pollen bearing portion is Bennettistimon. Seed bearing Bennetticarpus, pollen bearing Bennettistimon. Williamsonia, it belongs to the family Williamsoniaceae and reported from upper Triassic period, already we discussed. And this is earlierly it is confused with Zamia. Zamia is a member of Cycadaceae, Cycadales. Okay, so that we will study. Zamia we have to study now. This is in your syllabus, practical also. This is a living member of Cycad, Zamia. So once it is confused with Zamia, clear? Now, Professor Birbal Sahni described Williamsonia siewardiana. Birbal Sahni, okay, from Rajmahal Hills that we already discussed, and also W. Scotty, that is Williamsonia Scotty is another genera described by Seward. Williamsonia Scotty and Williamsonia siewardiana, and Williamsonia Sahni is also there. So three species: Siewardiana, Scotty and Sahni from India. Clear? See, this is a morphology. You can see the frond here. That is pinnately compound leaf look like a cycas. Frond here and appearance like a cycas in appearance. So different parts available in different time. So they are all together attached and reconstructed. reconstructed and published by Sahni, Birbal Sahni 1932, Williamsonia seawardiana. This is seawardiana. Okay. The leaves are known as tylophyllum. The leaves are known as tylophyllum. You can see here, I will show you. The leaves of Williamsonia is known as leaves are known as tylophyllum. Clear? It is published by Sahni. You have to remember the point that it is a reconstructed one. What is reconstructed one? Once you got leaf, one other time you got reproductive part, everything you combined and you reconstructed the fossil. That is Williamsonia seawardiana. Clear? Branched. Plant had upright branches. These are the branches, on side branches you can see. And also peculiar point is the persistent leaf bases. These are the persistent leaf bases like this. Persistent leaf bases. Clear? Okay. Now, a terminal crown of pinnately compound leaf. This is a terminal crown of pinnately compound leaves. Leaves are with a synthetic stomata and vascular bundles in U-shaped manner. Okay. Now, reproduction. Fructifications of Williamsonia is up to 12 centimeter in diameter. That is reproductive part. Born on a peduncle. What do you mean by peduncle? Peduncle is a stalk of the reproductive part. Clear? And very important point is the spirally arranged bracts were present. Bracts are present, spirally arranged. And there is a floral axis. In the axis, see, this is the axis. Axis, you can see spirally arranged bracts like this on both sides. Then in this form a structure. Inside this, what is arranged? The floral buds are arranged here. Okay. Flowers are unisexual. See, this is the typical flower. So this is an entire flower, and when this is a cut open, this is the axis. See, this is the axis. On the axis, the bracts are arranged and floral parts here. In between, you can see this. There are these are the bracts. When you cut open, you can see the arches. A typical flower like here. What is present is the interseminal scales and the ovules present. Okay. This is the character, typical feature, appearance like a flower, and the receptacle was surrounded by perianth-like bracts. What is this? Is appear like, I mean, this is appear like perianth. What do you mean by perianth? The leaf-like nature. Okay. Then apex is sterile. This typical tip portion. This portion is what? Sterile. That is not fertile. Lower portions contains the reproductive ovules. Clear? And when an inside structure you can see, when you take, you can see the ovules, and this another section you can see the bracts here, microsporophylls or megasporophylls, whatever it may. Then at the center ovulate the receptacle. Here this is the ovules present, and there are single integument only. Ovule having a single integument only, and single integument. If you take, this is the nucellus and orthotropous. So these are the single integument present. Okay, and a short stalk. Single integument, and this nucellus fused with the integuments. Okay. Then there is a beak and a pollen chamber at the apex. So young ovule having the canal, micropylon canal. See at the apex, this ovulate receptacle and the canals are present. So some cases rarely there are bisexual parts, and if it is bisected, some cases male parts present, rudimentary or sterile, only female structure present. In other members of Bennettitales, both are present. Here ovulate receptacle and a bract. Then see, this is a male flower, also flower like, you can see the large number of bracts, and this is a microsporophylls arranged, whirl of microsporophyll, whirls of microsporophyll, and appear a cup-like structure. Appear a cup-like structure with the whirls of microsporophyll. Then fertile part is finger-like, that is synantia. These are the finger-like synantia present in 2 rows, 1 row and 2 row. Finger-like synantia that encloses the microsporangia. This is a male flower. So here we discussed what is the typical characteristics of Bennettitales, affinities of Bennettitales with ferns, cycads, and also angiosperms, how they differ from cycadales, because they grow in together with the cycadales in the era of Mesozoic, and the differences also you have to study. And the very important point is the affinity with angiosperms, the flower-like nature, And there are two families, Williamsoniaceae and Cycadodiaceae. We are concentrating with Williamsoniaceae with the type member Williamsonia. Flower is unisexual. So, the receptacle-like appearance, a central axis, flowers arranged in whorls, and there are perianth-like bracts and interseminal scales, stalked ovules, nucellus fused with integuments, micropylar structure and pollen chamber. Okay. So, go through this, and male structure with the microsporophyll, synangia finger-like, and microsporangia arranged on 2 rows. So, these are the typical feature of the family Williamsoniaceae and the characteristic feature of the order Bennettiales. So, just click on the Bennettiales and its features. No need to go in detail when Williamsonia. Clear? So, just know what is Williamsonia, its appearance, everything. Usually that may not be asked for examination, only they will concentrate on the character of orders. Clear? So, I hope you understood well. So, have a nice day. Thank you.